Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Meet Me at Noon, where we are very nearly at the end here. There's only one more full constellation to go, and then what I'm assuming is going to be like the super challenge mode puzzles, which, which honestly, I am looking forward to with more than a bit of trepidation, considering how spotty my clearance rate has gotten already. We're definitely getting through this slower than I would have liked, partially because I'm getting fewer puzzles finished per episode, but also because I'm getting fewer episodes done per week because of a variety of factors, my health included. Hopefully things are going to be getting better on that front. I saw the doctor again today and got my flu shot finally, which is maybe a mistake actually, on a day where I intended to get a bunch of stuff done because it really knocked me on my ass. And I did end up sleeping most of the day. But I'm back now and reasonably alive, mostly awake, and ready to give each of these non-orange starred levels another go here. I will say that I am finding the time freeze mechanic to be way more meaningful here than it was in the last constellation that had it. It's not just increasing the difficulty of envisioning the solution here. In this constellation, it is actually increasing the difficulty of the solutions. I cannot imagine what it is like to design puzzles in this. I mean, kind of in this game at all, but especially in this rule set. It's very impressive work from the developer. All right, so if we want this star, we either need to shove orange to the right really quickly, or we need to like carry orange over, or maybe even have orange carry blue over, I suppose. Well, no, there's no way to do that, right? Because well, I don't think so. I was trying to think, it's going to be really difficult to get orange over here at all. Because we certainly can't rely on orange walking over there during sequence 2, because we'd have to be replaying movements to the left from orange, which we can't really make without obviously ending up with orange so far over here that the movements won't be helpful. How are we going to get orange far enough to the right? Because, like, if all we wanted to do was grab the star, it's easy enough to have blue just walk over there and jump, right? And we have a second blue sequence. The problem is we also need to trap orange over here somewhere in the process, because orange needs to end the sequence closer to the sun. Orange needs to end sequence 1 closer to the sun than it currently is. Or sequence 2, rather. So that at the beginning of sequence 3, we can actually get where we're going, right? So how do I just not make things worse? I guess is the question. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it not the case? Can I just wait, jump? Because then orange should end sequence 1 in the air, right? And then blue just steps underneath and carries orange over? It cannot be that simple. Hold on. Let me just let that actually run. Does that work the way I want it to? Okay, so then all you have to do is an orange ends the sequence in a spot that's actually like really productive. And actually, wait, can't I just, is this one actually really easy and I was trying to make it way more difficult last time or something? Because I kind of don't need orange to do anything. We can just let blue do all the... Okay. Sometimes what you need is to walk away from it for a while, And sometimes what you need, apparently, is a flu shot. I am under no illusion that this one is going to go down like that. It's very silly, though, that I did not see that last time. I was for sure looking for an answer that was more complicated than that. Yeah. It's amazing the things you can talk yourself into not seeing because you are sure that you need to do more. All right, how are we going to get this done? So the plan where we have... The plan where we have blue meet orange in the middle. Like, it's pretty easy to get orange pressed onto the sun without orange ever having to be on top of blue. My concern is that we may have to have orange on top of blue in order to grab the star, though. While it is in theory totally possible for us to get this star with blue, I don't know if I can do that and have orange end up on the sun. Like, right, because if we do that, orange is going to end up 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, orange is going to end up here, which means we do not have the ability to get onto them with blue. But if we have the jump be orange's final frame, then blue doesn't have time to jump afterward. But this isn't going to work. This is for sure not going to work. If we do a jump as orange's final frame, blue ends the puzzle here, which isn't necessarily the end of the world. Once again, sort of wondering if I've just made this more complicated than it needs to be. I guess the question you have now here, the thing that is the problem now, is that there is actually no way to get orange, sequence 3 orange, on top of blue, right? Because blue's going to fly along here, and then the upward movement is going to be this, which there's no way to get on top of. I could get myself bounced onto the sun, but that doesn't get us a star. So we have to leave blue time to jump, or we have to leave orange some way to get on top of blue, or a secret third thing that I have no conception of what it might be. What else could it be? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see another way. And looking at the spacing and the timing, I just don't think there's any way that it's blue has to jump. I think it is impossible for us to get blue over into position with enough time left to do the jump. So then we have to figure out a way that orange can get scooped up on top of blue at some point. I mean, it's going to be during sequence 3, right? How do we manage it? I guess, like, the fact that blue has to touch the moon totally does matter and is not a completely trivial concern. So there's no way to get on top of blue in this version of events. if we have blue walk down on the bottom level, then we can create a situation where phase 3 orange can get on top of blue, but I don't know that we have the ability to time out the rest of this in a way that will work. All right, so if we make it orange's job to carry blue up to the moon, we step off of the platform afterward. And then what has to happen is blue has to come over here to some degree and then jump on some frame that causes orange to insert itself under blue and then carry blue back over to the side. How would we even do that? What do blue's moves look like? Left, 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 up. The up, orange steps under. We stop there. No, that's not going to work though. Because the problem is we are too many commands deep at that point, right? Left, 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 up. Then I tap down as blue, and then, yeah. I think the distance that we have to cover is still too great. Well, the idea is after you hit up, orange should take a step back that same frame, right? So then you press down and orange does the unfall to complete things. So wait, maybe it does work. So if we want this step to be left, 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 up, get carried to here after the jump, then tap down and get carried up to there. That means the time at which orange has to step to this side to grab blue is... I mean, it's got to be right after the jump up, right? So... is this going to be enough? So orange is right here. Blue goes step 1, orange hits down. Blue goes step 2, orange hits down. Blue goes step 3, orange steps over. It's too early. And we can change where they meet, I guess. But it's not going to matter, right? If you add a right, you also have to add a left because orange does have to end up. Well, I guess that's not actually true, is it? Orange does not have to end up over here. Orange just has to end up one step to the left of where blue does the jump. So if we do it like this, so what, orange is right here. Blue steps once, orange back moves to here. Blue steps twice, orange back moves to here. And then orange's next move is going to be to run away. So like this was the frame where I needed to get in the air and have orange step under me. So I think there's no version of this idea that can work, because the timing just doesn't quite work out. And we do have to get blue to the moon this sequence. There's no time for setup moves. Okay, sorry about the jump cut. You know how I said I was feeling like alive and ready and reasonably awake? I fell asleep sitting up in the middle of the recording. It is now the next day. I have slept for somewhere between 9 and 10 hours since the first part of this episode, and I'm hoping that that's really for real, got it out of my system for real. Let's all hope. So, this puzzle that I was totally doing a great job of before. I think, looking at the distance blue has to cover, I just don't think... I think the thing that we worked out earlier in this episode for you and last night for me is that there simply isn't time for blue to get into a position where we can get orange on top of blue, right? It has to be It has to be blue getting the star. Yeah, there's simply too much space to cover and too few commands in which to do it for blue to be able to lift orange up there. So how does that work timing-wise? It's got to be blue has to jump off of orange's head. But blue's jump has to come after orange's jump. I want to make sure I get the timing on this right. Does orange have to be in the air? Okay, wait. If we press up with the first instruction, orange's first played backwards. Orange's last move will be to go from here to there, right? So blue will be here at the time of entering blue's final command. I think I'm still, with this, I'm still having a problem where I think of the up part and the down part of the jump as a single move, but that is absolutely not how the game thinks of it. And so when we're working it backwards, anything that has a jump in it, I'm just a little screwy on. 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is all there's time for, right? So we have blue step over. Blue steps over, then orange's move plays back. So this is position 2, where we hit down, move here to position 3, hit down, move here to position 4, hit down, move here to position 5, hit down, and then get carried up to here and jump. But what does that carry look like? You go from here to... So orange goes like this, which means blue goes like that. It's sort of a Tetris piece, the Z piece. Or that's the S piece, you know what I mean. So if that jump works, this actually still does have in it the move that allows orange to jump up and get shoved to the side. I'm going to be honest with you. If this doesn't work, I'm giving up on this puzzle for for this episode. Like at this point, I feel like we've tried everything else, right? We are stretched wide enough here that there's actually a pretty small number of solutions, a pretty small number of possibilities that actually get blue far enough over to touch the moon. So orange will be right back in the starting position here. So this is just going to be what we did to solve the puzzle the first time, where we just wait until blue comes over, right? Only one of those up arrows is right, and I didn't bother to figure out which one it is. I was just like, whatever, we'll just be in the air both times. I don't know if that's actually going to be a good idea. Okay, so that does get the star. Okay, that is all it was. Once again, I'm sure that in the moment I was overthinking that, like when we were originally solving it. But again, like I did have to get there through process of elimination, right? We had to try every wrong thing before I could see the right thing. It's a little embarrassing. Okay, so now the puzzles that we didn't manage to get through even the normal way. Right, this one. Okay. So that star is pretty tough. It has to be sequence 1 orange grabbing the star during sequence 2, right? Because if we send blue down there, there's no way for blue to touch the moon. There's barely a way for blue to touch the moon from up here. So what do we need? Like, how do we get blue to the moon and orange to the sun? Let's worry about that first. And then I can try to bend that. We can try to like find where the slack is in the middle to try to get to the star. It's not that hard to get. Well, okay. I was going to say it's not that hard to get blue to push orange onto this platform, but actually with this block being here during blue time, it is going to be kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it? Because the move that I want to use, where orange jumps up into this space and then blue right here moves to the right, can't happen during blue's movement. But okay. We can't program in that sequence of moves during blue's time, but it still could happen during orange's time if we can just find a way to displace blue. If we can find a way to untrack blue from the things that blue does during blue's movement, which we would do using the orange block somehow. Actually, hey, I have a question. I'm not going to do anything with orange at all. I want to just run a test on something real quick. Because we have exactly enough movement for blue to go left, fall down here, right, right. And then using the orange block to create a desync, blue doesn't fall down, right? But will that cause blue to go here, then here, then here, then here, regardless of the space? Because blue doesn't experience gravity during orange time, right? This is what we must test. Okay. So that's interesting. How would we use that? It's cool that means we can grab the star with blue, but I think it still has to be orange who does it, because obviously there's no way to get blue to fall one space after coming down here. Well, okay. What if the idea is that, like, blue falls off of orange's head down here, which creates a one space drop? Because if we had blue during sequence 3 orange time, step to here, then do a drop off. Well, no, you don't want to do the drop off of here and then move to the right twice. We could still do that thing where orange jumps and gets pushed. So what would blue's moves would have to be: step left, fall off of orange's head, move twice to the right. Left, right, fall, right. Shoot, that doesn't actually get us. Yeah, the problem is, in order for this to work, blue has to be on orange's head here, and orange has to Nope, I cannot. I cannot turn that into blue pushing orange up onto the sun. I mean, it's interesting. It's like this orange block is clearly here for a reason. You're definitely supposed to desync blue's moves using this orange block. The question is just, once you have done that, how do you cause blue to actually touch the moon? Because if you step on the orange block, you don't have enough moves to get back. So it feels like it has to be a blue gets carried by orange thing. Oh, okay. It's blue gets carried by orange down here, so there's a frame recorded in blue's movements where blue moves to the right twice in a single frame. How do we... But that frame still has to be... It's really problematic because it still doesn't make it possible for us to get orange up to the sun. Let me try playing with it a little bit. So we have orange step left. The problem is blue's first move can't be to step left now, because blue will beat orange down to the bottom and thus will not be riding on orange's head to get double moved, right? Orange steps left, then blue steps left, then orange steps right, and blue steps right. Yeah. This isn't gonna work. Like, just to show what I'm trying to do here. We do have to have blue wait, which is going to break everything. Because we're not actually gaining a frame of movement if we have to throw in a dead frame of waiting at the beginning. Oh, right. I'm not even timing this correctly. Well, actually, hold on. So that is a good point. Right. They don't execute. Orange doesn't execute their moves forward during blue time. So if orange just ends here, blue falls down, lands on orange, orange steps to the right, and blue steps off. That'll have blue going 1, 2, and then 3, 4 gives us time to have orange. Okay, this could work. So orange has to end here, right? And I do that. This is where oranges end. What's the sequence for this? Because we need orange's next move to be that. So orange's play could be like left, right, left. No, but we want this left to be in this spot, right? This has to be played back as a left. Or this has to be the movement left so that it plays backwards as a right. Yeah. So it could be, and then we need orange to end up here, which should be fine, right? Any sequence of moves we do with orange should rewind just fine during blue time to have orange end up on the ledge. That should be cool. But actually, when it is blue time, how do I make this thing change colors? Yeah. When it is blue time, so blue's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and there's a way to actually write text with this. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, so I'm just going to draw numbers badly. That means that orange's second move has to be to jump to this space, right? Which means orange's first move needs to be to move here, so orange has to start sequence 3 in this space. Can we do that? Is there a way to make orange's moves rewind such that orange ends? There isn't, right? Maybe I'm wrong about this. Blue moves, orange moves, blue moves, orange moves. I think I'm not wrong about this, but okay, let's not stress about it too much. So, the last move for orange has to be go from this space to that space. I'm gonna just do the simplest version of this thing. Right, wait, left. Okay. So right now, orange is here. Blue moves left, lands on orange. Orange steps to the right. Blue steps to the right, falls off of orange, lands on the star, which rules. And then that'll translate to blue falling into this space. And I guess blue can wait, right? No, blue has to move twice. Blue has to press right twice. That's the whole thing, was we needed one extra space, right? And then, yeah, you're just not, I don't think this is going to work, but let's just play it out here. I want to see it in action and try to figure out what we can do with it. Right, so that puts you back up there. Oh no, okay, it times out. Yeah, okay, cool. That's right. Blue doesn't move before orange when it's orange time, I think, is the thing. Right? Is it just whoever we are controlling goes first? It's very difficult to solve a puzzle that you don't understand the rules to. I gotta make sure that I understand the rules. Okay, sorry. This one we got. Yeah. The next one that I need the orange star on was triple deck. No, this one we got, but we didn't get the star. Right. Okay. So The plan of getting orange onto here to be able to unfall during sequence 4 was pretty solid. Is it going to make it impossible for me to get that star? It is certainly problematic that this space is a hard wall during the second sequence. That really causes a lot of problems because blue has to, or purple has to, orange is the color of this color. It is certainly the case that orange has to end up over here somewhere in order to have the space to get to this. Unless there's a way to unfall up to here using some shenanigans from... No, orange has to be here, right? Because we have to be able to fall and then jump to there. I think orange for sure has to be here. How do we make sure that happens? It's easy enough to push orange over there with blue. The problem is that the blue star solution that we used last time makes it completely impossible to even approach this star. So like if we instead, if I have orange, end the turn right here, then at the beginning of sequence 2, orange falls through the star. And then orange unfalls. How does that actually work? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if blue is... Let me make sure I understand what that movement's going to look like. Okay. So blue's not gonna, or orange is not going to unfall because orange didn't fall during orange time. There's no fall to reverse, which is actually a huge problem. Because there's no way to get orange back up anywhere then. And this is a spot that you can't, if orange is down here, the puzzle's unrecoverable, right? Is that true? So to be clear, the fall happens after blue's first move, right? Yes, but before blue's second move. So I can't get blue underneath. So what if we end here instead? Blue steps over 1, orange falls onto blue's head, then like blue walks over here and orange jumps or something like that? Is that feasible? It's like 2 steps. No, sorry. 2 steps. Jump and wait. Let me just see what this looks like. Because I'm having trouble envisioning it ahead here. What am I just like fully did not put orange in the right position. I wanted to be here to drop onto blue's head there. Yeah. I guess, is it a problem if I drop here instead? It means blue has to spend one frame just waiting. I don't think this is going to time out in a very useful way. Yeah. Oops. So I don't want orange to jump on the first step. Trying to carry orange over into the thing, and unfortunately, yeah. Like, the fact that orange has to step 3 times is... The fact that orange has to step 3 times to get there means that orange will necessarily be playing back one of those steps before we can reach the star. So, super problematic. So left, 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 right will end orange here. If blue steps to here, orange falls to there, blue jumps, orange steps to here. No, that's not going to work. Because then they're going to fall again. And I was like, well, if we can get blue to jump again, then orange could just walk off. But what orange is going to do is step back over to here next, right? Yeah. And I can't just walk off with orange because orange will just be in that space. Bloody hell. Having a really hard time envisioning this one again because of the time pause mechanic. It is really well used here. Yeah. What if we end here? Left, left, right, left. Because what I really want is to play back a rightward move at exactly the right moment, right? The problem is with orange not falling until after blue's first instruction is processed, because it means blue's first instruction has to be wait if we have orange end here. Yeah. I don't think this is a real approach. Is it orange carries blue onto the star in some way? We still have the problem where we have to end up with orange really far away. And I still don't see a solution to this puzzle that doesn't have orange on this square at the beginning of sequence 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce on that one. We'll come back to it. All right, let's talk about Detour. Let's at least get a blue star. I think I kind of gave up on the blue star because I was trying really hard to get the orange star here. Also, it was really late in the episode. Definitely want to make sure we get at least all 99 of our blue stars, and we can come back for some orange stars after we open up the final chapter. I'm not opposed to that. So, how do we at least get... continuance here. So orange still experiences gravity during blue time, right? I guess I don't know that that's going to matter necessarily. I mean, it really feels like what we want to do is... Oh, never mind. I was about to say do some unfall stuff here, but right, this block is here specifically so that you cannot have blue ride orange through an unfall and then have orange ride that blue, because the blue will end up here and the orange will get pushed off by the box. All right. Why are the orange time and blue time blocks where they are? They are obviously of import here. So what is the reason? Well, left, right, right gets orange to right here with a bunch of dead commands to play, and then 2 steps to the left, or 2 steps to the right, which is pretty good. Pretty good for getting orange to a better place from which to conduct sequence 3. And then the question really is just, how do we make use of that position? So orange is going to be right here for 3 frames, and then it's going to move this way twice. Why is that useful? Is that useful? All right, if we use the orange block to desync blue's moves, what is that going to look like? We can, at some point here, press left to have blue push orange, and then during orange time, have blue not fall off the block, which is obviously good. But what do we do with it? How do we actually make it useful? We can't solve this problem with a double jump, right? Blue jumping and orange jumping off of blue's head is not going to get us here because of the orange block. The more I look at this, the more I think this can't be the right opening, because it's just like, how do you interact with orange in any meaningful way here? So orange just walks off to the right. It's possible this is like a red herring. Blue herring, I suppose. Is a blue herring a real kind of fish? Could be. Sometimes fish are blue. That's your important life lesson from SB for this episode. If we just press right a bunch of times with orange, then we have blue step left to perform a block. Okay, I like that. If we have blue step left to perform step left and then step right to like pin orange to this space, there's something there, because during orange time, during sequence 3, blue will fail to step left and then will step to this position. So if we have orange unfalling up to here, orange can then step off and just land right there. And if blue steps back to the left, orange gets carried to here, and then... So what it's like press right all of the rights. And then you go like left, right. So this causes blue to be a solid wall here. And during orange time, it will cause blue to be here. The thing is, we need another left, right then. because blue's got to carry orange to this space and then come back here. And then that means that during sequence 3, orange is going to be in this space. This is where timing out exactly how orange's moves play out relative to blue's is like really important. So assuming that it is the case that whichever character we're controlling goes first, we want to do wait, so blue can process the left move and not actually move anywhere. Then wait again, so blue can process the rightward move and end up here. Then we press right to fall down. Blue processes the leftward move, leaving us here. We press left to stand there. Blue processes the rightward move to here, and then we're done? Question mark, hopeful. Okay, yeah. So it is the case that whoever you are controlling goes first. All right, on this one, we had blue but not orange. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at it. Let's see if we can get the orange. And we'll leave 10 for right now. Where the heck's the star? It's only available during sequence 2 and it's over there. Okay. So orange's moves are pretty tied up, right? I believe it is the case that there are not a lot of sequences that actually work for orange. So if we do left, left, right, right, we can create an unfall. If left, left, right, right, left, left, up. Puts orange right here. These two moves get ignored. The unfall puts you up here. Yeah, okay. Then I remember this being troublesome. So I'm just gonna do the naive version of this thing just to let me see where it puts us, because I do not remember exactly how things look afterward, and I could try to sort them out and like build the situation backwards in my head, or I could just have the game show me. Yep, so the unfall happens. You end up there, which is to say you end up down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Do we feel like this has to be orange's opening sequence? Because if so, then orange's next sequence is pretty constrained, right? It basically has to be 7 left arrows. All right, hold on. I don't actually want to... I just wanted to put it in. It does sort of feel like, given the realities of the space we're working in, orange's commands are almost required to be that. So we really only have blue in space to play with. But I feel like this is what I thought last time, and it was not possible to get the star this way. So where am I wrong is the question. Because there's definitely some shenanigans with the orange block. We just need blue to be like left, left, right, right. So during orange time, this is going to end us up right here. Wait. No, left, up, left. Because I think that's going to end up with blue here at the end of sequence 2. Not dead. What does that look like when we actually play it back? I think we're going to run into a timing issue where orange doesn't get on top of blue in time. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe... Maybe I'm right. It could be the case that I'm right. How did I not do... How is that not a thing that I did last time? It's just the question. Like, it's so weird to me. Not like, oh gosh, the answer is so easy. How did I not see it? But like, if that's the answer that was intuitive to me now, such that it was the first thing I tried, why was it not the thing that was intuitive to me last time when I did this with presumably more or less the same brain? I just think the way people's brains work is so fascinating. Okay, so that puts us at this state for Constellation 8. I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it for now, at least. Let's at least take a peek into civilization here. Constellation 9. Okay, fuck me. That's really interesting. How do I even begin to approach this? All right, blue's gonna or orange is gonna have to fall down here. So blue's gonna have to support that fall. It's gonna be like blue steps down here, orange. Well, orange is gonna be down here somewhere. Right. But orange's moves will play backwards. So, like, orange falls down. Oh my gosh, it is so nice to be able to see the things happen as they're happening. And then blue, like, creates a problem for orange. I mean, that seems pretty good, right? It doesn't give me my star, but... I mean, okay, I see a problem. So if we fall... So, okay, I see the point of this now. This will replay orange's or blue's first move. So during sequence 2, we can have blue step over to here and then come down here and help rearrange orange. So maybe it's something like orange just tucks itself as far away to the left as possible. Shit, we're too slow. Because the idea would be, right, that you would want to... Well, I guess I could just fall off here. The idea would be that you'd want to push orange into this position for the unfall. So we'll fall off of this to the right instead. And then we'll press left a bunch of times. Just to get out of the way. No. And then I shove you. And then this allows me to get a solution. It does not allow me to get the star, but it feels like we're close to getting the star. It is absolutely all of blue's moves just to shove orange to here, though. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So blue cannot jump up and grab this. Could orange? What if instead of pressing left a bunch of times, orange wastes a frame jumping somewhere? This time's out okay. Yeah. And then we step left and blue steps left. Okay, cool. We're doing it, friends. The secret is not to get overwhelmed. So, blue is not grabbing that star during sequence 4. But also, orange is not grabbing that star during sequence 3. Blue could grab the star during sequence 3. Maybe. Because, like, look at the amount of space orange has to travel. So, okay. What if orange's move is like... I am feeling pretty sure that blue has to pick this up during sequence 3, because I can't see how anyone in this position who is responsible for their position going forward would be able to make it back to the left side of the puzzle. But blue just gets to teleport home and start over for sequence 4. So that feels pretty doable. How the hell do I get orange over to here, though? How would one even? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it cannot be a thing where blue steps up here and then jumps for orange to walk across. Not that we have enough sequences to do that anyway. So it has to be reasonable for blue to walk over here during sequence 2. Does that mean that the sensible thing to do is, like, what if we have orange fall off of here and then use their unfall to get up there? And then sequence 3 fall off of this. Sequence 4, blue pushes orange this way, so orange executes the unfall from that space. Okay, yeah. Let's try something like that. So orange goes like left. I don't know, just like hang out for a second, I guess. Blue says no. You fall up here. This actually probably works. Right, left, left, left. And then blue just has to come down and bully you into position. Oh no, that's too high. Shit. Close. I really thought that was going to be good, and then blue was going to step right, and then orange was going to... Okay. So a fall off of here is bad. Is doing this not going to screw things up pretty badly, though? I have to manage orange's position kind of carefully here is all. Oh no, the way this times out perfectly fine. Okay. I was like, that last move, which is going to carry orange off of the platform, is going to ruin everything. But what if the puzzle ends before that move occurs? What about that, smart guy? What about, take that, science nerds? Okay. This seems pretty straightforward, right? Orange falls down here. During sequence 2, blue gets up on top of orange, gets carried over there, and then orange uses blue moving across this thing to be floated over to here. Somehow. I would draw that if it was real instructions, but it's just kind of a sequence of vague ideas. So it's like 1, 2... I have to get blue... No, that's not going to work. So I fall down here, and then I think I have to... Yeah, the problem with this is that I need to input a left. Maybe I do have to walk over here? Shit. This isn't going to work, is it? The fact that orange is taking up one of the spaces actually makes it way more complicated, because it means there's no way for orange to get here with blue on top of it which is kind of what I need to happen. I mean, that happens, which works. Except it doesn't work because I've spent so many frames pressing down. Yeah. So I can't even make it to the moon this way. And then blue unmakes orange in the most brutal way possible. You know what? I feel like this has been productive already. I'm going to call it here. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Slowly we're making progress. We're having to do a lot of backtracking, a lot of cleanup, but that's just kind of the nature of the difficult part of a puzzle game, I feel like. And I'm still way into this. I think there are so many really fascinating ideas here. This game is good as hell. Thank you all so much for watching. When you'll come back next time, we are striking deeper into the heart of civilization, and that makes it sound villainous. It's not going to be villainous. It's going to be normal and good. And we'll see you then.